Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is our second video of Odoo project management, and in this video we will discuss about the tasks Kanban view and the different stages of the tasks. So let's move to our demo database. If I open here my demo database, then you can see here on the screen that there is a project app. I click on the project tab, and this is the dashboard of all the projects. So from this dashboard I switch to the tasks menu. So here are different 11 tasks, and this is a Kanban view of the tasks. These are the different stages. There are four stages in this project actually. First one is the to-do stage. There are 2 tasks in this stage. 6 tasks are in progress, and 3 are in done stage, and 0 task is cancelled. This stage is actually folded stage, so we will later see in this video that how can we fold the stage, how we can remove the stage, or how we can add the new stages in our project. First of all, we will see the different attributes of this Kanban view. Let's say as an example, if we move to this task, here we can see that the name of the task is room 1 decoration, and this task is of ABC Trading Company, and Mr. Mujahid is the customer name. There are different tags that we can assign to the different tasks, and these help us in searching later on. So the tag assigned to this task is the new feature. In different tasks you can see that the different attributes have been assigned. Likewise in this need assistance and follow-up, 2 tags have been assigned. Later on in this video we will see that how we can assign the different tags, and if our required tag is not available in the list, then how we can create the new tag. Then under the tag name, then there is a favorite icon. This indicates that either this task is of high priority or low priority. On the right of this icon there is another icon with the name of activities. In others tasks you can see that this icon is visible. That's mean no activity have been assigned to that task, but to this task there is one activity. If I click on this, then the planned activity is that we have to call to that customer tomorrow. So 1 day is left in this activity. Even from this we can again confirm that if the activity has been performed, then we can click on this quick button, and even we can schedule the new activities from here. From other tasks we can also schedule the activities. If we click on that, and then we can create the new activity from that. In the right of this activity icon there is a date. This date actually shows the deadline of this task. So these 2 deadlines are in normal color, and that's mean the due date is a future date, but this red color indicates that the due date have passed. Today is the 5th April, and the due date of this activity was the 4th April. So red color will indicate that the due date have been passed. And then on the right we have the picture of the user to whom this activity has been assigned. This activity has been assigned to admin, and this activity has been assigned to Mr. Hamad Rashid. So the name and the tooltip of that picture will display us the information of the employee to whom that activity has been assigned. On the left of this icon and there is another button, and here we can see on the screen that this button is either of red or gray or green color. Actually the gray color indicates that this activity is in progress. That's when we are working on this activity, and the green color indicates here that we have completed the task of this stage, and this activity is ready that we can move this activity to the next stage. And the red color indicates here that there is some problem in this activity, some help is required, or some you can say approval, or there's some bug fixing, and there's some issue, and we cannot move this activity to the next stage. So if I click on this one, even if I click on this button, here we can see that we can say, set the color to green, that's been buzz, or set as done, that's when we can move this to another stage, next stage, or we can block it, that's it needs some functional or technical help, and we want to block it to indicate that there is some problem in the flow of this activity and some more action needs to be corrected. And then in some activities you can see that there is another icon. Here we can see that no picture is there, that's mean there is no employee assigned to these activities. And if we move to these activities, then we can see here that there is some feedback regarding these activities, and the latest feedback is satisfied, and here also the latest feedback is satisfied. So if the customer feedback is satisfied or bad or average, that icon will show here that what is the latest feedback regarding that activity. Here we can see that the color of these icons is yellow, that means these are the important activities, and these are the less priority activities. Here we can see that the color of this icon is red. Red color means that this activity is overdue, and green means that the activity is planned and it will be done in some future date. Then on this screen, if we see at the top, here we can see that there are total 6 activities, and this bar shows that 3 activities are in gray color, that's means 50%. Out of 3 out of 6 activities are in process, 2 are blocked, and 1 activity is ready to go to the next stage. Here we have 2 activities, 1 is blocked and 1 is in progress, and here 3 have been completed or in progress. So these colors shows that how many activities are blocked, how many are ready to go to the next stage, or how many are in under process. Next is if we click on any activity, let's say I click on this one, this will open the form view of that activity, and in this form view we can again see here the name of that activity, and then on the left we have the icon. From here we can set the priority of that activity, either it's of important, that's been high priority activity, or the low priority activity. And from here we can change the next status, that's mean either it's in process. The current state of this activity is that it's blocked, that means there is some problem in this activity. But if we want to shift it into in progress, or we want to shift it into ready for the next stage, then we can switch the state from here. And then this activity is belongs to our office design project, and it has been assigned to the admin. If we added this activity, from here we can change the employee, or even we can change the project of this activity. Here we give the deadline of this activity. So the deadline of this activity was 4/4/2020, and these are the tags. So currently 1 tag is assigned to this activity, and that is a new feature. Suppose if we want to assign the new tag to this, let's say need assistance. Now if we save this one and we move to the Kanban view, then we can see here that this one was this one, and this activity has 2 tags here, need assistant and new feature. Again, if I click this one and I want to, if now let's say if I want to create the new tag, my required tag is not available in this list. Let's say I need a help tag. Help, I can create. The tag have been assigned to this one. If we save this one, but it now if we switch to Kanban view, we will see that only 2 tags are there, new assistant and new feature. Our third tag is not in this list. The reason is that initially when we create the new tag, then that tag is initially hidden in the Kanban view. To be displayed in the Kanban view, we have to assign it a color. Let's say I assign it this color, help. And now if I move to our Kanban view, then we will see that we have 3 tags here, need assistance and new feature and help. That are 3 tags that we have assigned in the form. So in form, next there is the description of the activity. We can assign, we can even input any description regarding this activity. And then timesheets we will discuss another video. In extra information, actually just relevant to this video, we have the information customer and the company. Other attributes will be discussed in some other video. If I move back to our Kanban view, then here we can, if we want to shift, let's say this activity from this stage to another stage, then it's very simple. We can just drag and drop to the next stage. Now here we can see that 5 tasks are in progress and 4 are in the done stage. Now if we want to create a new stage, that's very simple. To create the new stage, just we have to click this add a column button. Let's say I want to create a new stage as a pre-done. So pre-done, that will be my new stage. And I want to shift this stage from before done. So I will pick this one and drag it before done. So now my sequence will be to do, in progress, pre-done, done, and if I want to shift some task in the cancel, I can switch to that cancel stage. So in this way we can create as many stages as we require. And if we want to remove this any stage, let's say I have created just pre-done and I want to remove this one, just I will click this one and then I can delete, or I can archive the stage if I don't want to delete this, but I want to archive it, so later on I can unarchive that stage, so then I can use this archive and unarchive feature. But here now I will just delete this one. In some other stages, here you can see that when we open this one, then this stage is in folded stage. If we want that this done should be in folded state, then there are two methods. First one is that if we click on this one, then we can fold this one, so it's now folded. But this folding is only for this session only. If we see that if we click on the projects and again I click on these tasks, then you will see that cancelled is permanently folded, but that done is now again expanded. From here we can even unfold that one. Now let's say I want that it should be permanently folded, so whenever I will open this Kanban view, it should be in the folded state, like as a cancelled is in the folded state. For this purpose I will open the settings of this stage, headed stage, and here we can see that we have a checkbox folded in Kanban. If I click on this one and I save this, then now next time if I will open this, you will see that it is in the folded state. And here you have to see one more difference there. The total number of tasks of this project are 11. 5 are in progress, 4 are done, and 2 are in to do stage. But if I now move to the dashboard of the project, you will see here 7 tasks. Actually the system computes the tasks of unfolded stages. This is just to you can say for the easiness of the user, that if the user don't want to see the whole tasks, or the user don't want to see the tasks of some stages that have been completed or that have been cancelled, then he can check the folded, then he can check the then he can go to the properties and he can mark this folder in Kanban checkbox, and the system while computing the total number of tasks, the system will only compute the tasks of the unfolded. As like let's say this one, total number of tasks are now 7. Even if I move to this project, here we can see 7, and if I move here the tasks are 7, 7 tasks are there, but if we will switch to the tree view, the tree view will show all the tasks. Let's say again move to the Kanban view. The next step that I want to show you is if we open these properties of this stage, if we want to change the name of the stage, we can change from here, and these will be discussed in another video. In the rating video we will discuss these templates. Yes, these are the messages. These are that 3 buttons, gray button and red and green button, and you can see that the message for the gray button is in progress, and for red need functional or technical help, and for blocked buzz are set as done. If we want to change these messages, let's say I change it to ready for next stage. If I save this one, then if I will click on any window, you can see the message is ready for next stage and need functional or technical help. That's mean these messages are customizable in the stage settings. We can change, we can define the different messages for different stages. Here you can see that for ready for next stage is for the green color, but for here it's also ready for the next stage and not validated for the red, and here for red the message is need functional or technical stage. If for here let's say I edit the window and just I type the message ready, then you will see that if I click here for green, the message is ready, and here for green the message is ready for next stage. So for each stage we can define our own messages for in progress and for the next readiness stage and for the blockage. The other property here is the description. We can define here the description, so the other members of our organization can easily understand that what is the purpose of this stage. So here we can define the description of that stage. So here we have learned that how we can create the different stages, how we can change the sequence of the stages, and how we can remove the stages, and how we can set the different properties on the stages. One more thing that yes, I remember that one more thing, yes, about the yes, if we want to create the new task on any stage, let's say if we want to create here, if we click on this create button, then the new task will be created in the first stage of the task. But if we want to directly create a task in this stage, then we can click on this plus button. By clicking this on click add, we can create the task, and we can assign that task to any user. This is the quick way to add the task, but if we will click on the edit button, then that complete form will open, and we can set the other properties of that task also. And while adding the new stages in this project, if I click on this add a column, here you can see that Odoo proposes us some you can say stages for the different type of businesses. If I click on this see examples, then we can see that in software development the Odoo proposes that the sequence of these stages can be backlog, specifications, development, tests and delivered. And but for the consulting, it can be new projects, resource allocation, in progress and done. And for some other let's say if your project type is web redesign, then your stages can be project ideas, copywriting, design and live. These are just suggestions just for the different types of businesses, but you are 100% free. You can design your own stages, as many stages as you want, and what sequence you want to place for your stages. It's the total flexibility of the end user. So this was our current video regarding the tasks and task Kanban and the stages. In the next video, inshallah, we will discuss about our discussion will be about the project security and the project ratings. There will be a special video for the project types, and we will have a video for the project profitability and the project planning. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any feedback, then please share that on my email address. Thanks.